Well, hello everybody. This is GamerCat09, and my god, it's been such a long time since I actually recorded anything for this channel, but welcome to Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise. Now, this has been a surprise and anticipated game that we didn't even know we needed in the world, but here we are and we have it. And for those of you who have no idea what this game is about, if you've never seen or heard of the first one, it is basically an open world survival horror game. And it's quirky, it's weird, it's fun, it's very interpretive in some parts, but it makes you think, it makes you laugh, and it makes you fight enemies and spooky things and face your fears and all kinds of stuff. And the first time I played the first game was years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know entirely when, but many years ago. And it caught me by surprise. It was recommended to me, and I had no idea what I was getting into, and at the end of the game, I loved it so much. So I am excited to be here to start this. So we are playing on the Nintendo Switch, which is another weird thing. I never thought I'd be Let's Playing something on the Switch, but let me check our options. Yes, we have character names on, we have voices up, we have sound effects up. Okay. And then controller. I'm not playing it like that, but ooh, the piano just picked up. Okay. Alright, so it looks like hopefully that subtitles are on by default. We shall find out. Let us begin. And I have heard in reviews that the game might be a little bit laggy or buggy, but if it gets too bad, we'll go with the flow. If we have to wait, we'll have to wait, but if you've ever seen or played the first game, it was the same. December 30th, 2018? Le Car, a small town outside New Orleans. Oh. Hello. Okay. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh. Oh. Oh, they gotta get her out. Jesus. So, okay, 88 hours later, Thompsonville, a suburb of Boston, Massachusetts.
God damn it. What a way to start the new year. At this rate, I'll be dead by Easter.
Quiet down, Agent Jones. You're on the clock.
Quiet down?
Oh, I can't turn around.
You have any idea what you've done? I'd be half naked in Havana right now if you hadn't shown up. Soaking up some rays, surrounded by a harem of bikini queens, a mojito in one hand, and a seafood-slathered Havana-style pizza in the other. What did I do to deserve this?
Okay. All I could do was move forward, so...
Agent Jones, don't let him take control of the conversation. The moment you let your guard down, he'll strike.
So we have Agent Jones and Agent Davis. Davis is the girl?
And no red,
Yes.
remember?
Oh, Aaliyah Davis. Aaliyah Davis and Agent Jones. 2.
It's open. Come on in.
Oh. Wait, Francis Zack Morgan? Did that say Zack Morgan? Not York? Interesting. Oh. Did not look like anyone I would expect. Oh, shit. We are high. Right.
You have questions for us? That's why you're here, isn't it?
Francis Zack Morgan. Again, I can only move forward. It's a little messy here. Cookies, pizza, owl water. What happened to your finger?
Mr. Morgan, before we question you, allow me to first read you your rights. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. Please keep that in mind as you speak. Do we have permission to film this?
Kinda don't have a choice. You're already setting it up, Aaliyah. Jesus.
Don't worry, my fairy. They're free to do whatever they like.
Something wrong, Mr. Morgan? I'm FBI Special Agent Aaliyah Davis, and this is...
Simon Jones,
Oh, Simon's his
an
first name.
analyst from the Boston branch. He's been monitoring us for years now.
Oh, hi.
So awkward. Okay then. So they're interviewing him, or interrogating him, rather.
Seriously.
A Southern belle and a lonesome loser who can't catch a break.
Burn.
Like the uncanny duo. You'd be the perfect stars for the latest video game.
I'm breaking the fourth wall.
Isn't that right, my fairy?
Yeah. Oh, am I the fairy? I like being fairies.
How many years has it been since someone came to chat with us? Oh, but don't ask me about my fairy. That's a private matter.
It's hard to tell what he's thinking, but my eyes can't be deceived.
Oh, do I have to
If
hit
he's
A?
hiding
Okay.
something, it'll come out in his face.
Messy trophies and awards. Oh, I can look?
Letters of appreciation from the governor and the Department of Justice.
Okay.
They're caked in dust as if he doesn't even care about them.
Well, look at him. He's high. He's not working anymore. He's chilling. Do I inspect?
You solved many difficult cases across your career, utilizing your own unique MO. You've expertly cracked cases that were otherwise thought to be unsolvable. According to our records, after joining the FBI in 2002, You quickly solved 2 drug ring-related kidnapping cases. In 2003, you solved the inside-out flesh skinner case in the suburbs of Pittsburgh. In 2004, the Jeffrey Dahmer wannabe case in Milwaukee. And also the stuffed human collector case in St. Louis that very same year.
Yeah, we're pretty impressive.
Then, in 2005, you coincidentally happened to solve the Lise Clarkson murder case while on vacation. You went on to solve many other cases after that, all of them seemingly inexplicable.
Okay.
Did you really solve these cases all on your own?
No.
There are no records of you using a wide-scale investigative team or working with anyone else.
It was his fairy.
How did you ever accomplish such monumental feats all by yourself?
His fairy.
It was all thanks to our talented partner.
He's talking about us.
Partner. The FBI files show no record of you ever working with a partner.
Because you can't see us.
Do you mean you worked with some sort of unofficial partner or an outside confidant?
Our partner is our partner. We've always worked together. Besides, Belle, you're forgetting one important thing. After the St. Louis case, we stopped by a diner on our way home and caught Thelma and Louise, 2 highly sought-after fugitives.
Oh. Visions. You can use visions to acquire important hints that will help you proceed through the game. Hold L to use vision. Using a vision will deplete your concentration, so be careful about using it too much. Okay, let's try it. Poker face. Okay, let's look.
Francis Zack Morgan. He was once an FBI special agent, an extremely talented one. At least that's what they tell me. Perhaps he was a little too talented.
Why are you guys, like, so adamant about him?
This smell. It doesn't surprise me at this point, but it'll be problematic in court if they decide his testimony is unreliable. I won't get another chance to talk to him face to face like this. I need to get him to stop smoking that for a bit.
Can I inspect?
Excuse me, Mr. Morgan, but would you please refrain from consuming that while we speak? I'm talking about...
The
Yes.
marijuana.
that.
Don't get in our way, and we won't get in yours.
I didn't let him speak. Sorry.
Unfortunately, questioning doesn't work like that. Our data needs to be consistent. Now please, put out that stinking indulgence right this minute.
But it's his
What?
house.
If we say no.
Then I'll put it out myself,
But it's our house.
using force.
It's our house. We're not at your precinct. This is our house.
Whoa, whoa, Aaliyah. This is Morgan's house.
Thank you.
Besides, it's legal in Massachusetts for individuals to consume cannabis in the comfort of their own homes. And I mean, come on.
It's medicinal.
Exactly.
And there we go. That's where we are. I can't look around anymore. So let's look at his poker face.
Francis Zack. He was once an FBI. Perhaps he
Oh,
was.
we already did that. Let's hold. I can't move around, so okay. Let's inspect.
Hey, Belle. Why are you dressed so handsomely?
What are you talking about?
The thick black accessory wrapped around your neck.
Oh
That's
boy.
a male necktie. Mm-hmm. The color black represents confidence and interest in the self. And your decision to wear a male tie symbolizes your declaration of war against a predominantly male society.
Ooh, burn.
Or perhaps it's a psychological barrier meant to hide the weakness that dwells deep within your psyche. We admire your bravery.
I thought you retired from profiling.
I don't think a guy like Francis ever retires fully.
Bullseye, huh? You're an easy one to read.
In order to think with society, a man must first gouge out his eyes and cut off his ears. Don't judge a book by its cover. For someone who's supposed to have been one of our best, you've got an awful eye for people. Or did all that smoke and kill all your little gray cells?
Okay, Aaliyah, that's enough. She's smart, but she's also more of a shrew than she lets on.
Agent Jones, that's sexual harassment.
Dark laughter.
So, Belle, does that barrier of yours also protect you from violent criminals?
He's more dangerous than I thought. I can't read him.
We're not supposed to.
I'll just have to assault him head on with questions then.
Are you assuming that he committed the murders? Is that what this is
First, I'll
about?
try using the files on the table to shake him up.
Oh boy. Zack's vacant eyes. Let's look at his vacant eyes.
Stage 4 progressive malignant tumor.
Oh, he has a tumor? Oh no! Oh. Now I feel terrible.
How do humans behave when they know death is just around the corner?
Like this, apparently.
What if that human is also a high-functioning sociopath?
So, he's gonna die? No.
An ornate antique chessboard. Looks like he stopped halfway through the game. But who was playing with him? These files are from the case that took place just outside of New Orleans in 2005. The agent who handled the case was Francis Zack Morgan. And now he's sitting right in front of me.
But what about Francis York Morgan? The first game didn't have a Zack Morgan, it had a York Morgan. Now I'm confused. Alright, so let's inspect his eyes.
Mr. Morgan, may I ask you a question purely out of curiosity? If it makes you uncomfortable, just let me know, and I'll retract it.
Belle, what's wrong? You sure put a lot of effort into that approach.
It's
Seriously?
a question about death.
Oh.
About this body?
Are you afraid of what's coming?
Think carefully about why we're smoking this, then ask us again. Honestly, we're not afraid. Rather, we find it intriguing.
Intriguing.
Yes. Belle, have you ever been to the Grand Canyon in winter?
I personally haven't.
No.
In the dead of winter, the Grand Canyon is terribly cold. Colder than you could imagine.
Interestingly enough, the Grand Canyon's cold. Even in the fucking dead of summer, with all the wind and shit up there.
A cold that no photograph could ever express. The sun. Powerless. And the temperature drops below 0. Right in the middle of the day.
I believe that.
Meaning?
Meaning, you can't really understand something until you experience it for yourself.
That is a good, valid point.
If you want to learn more about us, you need to gain more experience, Belle.
Okay, I respect that. Let's ask him about the chess game.
That chessboard looks rather old. And you can't even buy those ivory pieces anymore.
Right. They were banned by the CITES Treaty.
That was made in France in the 1900s. We know it's in bad taste, but the weight of the ivory just feels so good in our hands.
You play chess alone?
No.
Is that a crime?
No. But it's a hard game to enjoy when you're all by yourself.
Says who?
He's probably just replicating famous games. Or trying to solve problems from a chess workbook. Right, Morgan? I may not look it, but I'm actually a bit of a chess nut myself.
Also, look in the background of all the milk that's duct taped together. What is happening?
When I was in school, I used to pore over every issue of Chess Life, the magazine published by the U.S. Chess Federation.
Well, unfortunately, your guess is completely wrong, Agent Jones. He isn't replicating a famous game, nor is he solving workbook problems. There isn't a single chess book to be found in this apartment.
Well, what we're zooming in on is records, but okay.
And I didn't find any chess-related websites in his internet history.
Did you just go on his computer? I didn't see you, look.
He was simply playing chess. All alone.
I love the sticky note that says, hello! Alright.
So, what's wrong with that, Belle?
Apparently everything is wrong with her.
I don't understand it. How could a single human being seriously play as both sides?
Why not?
You just publicly confessed to stealing personal data. Seems like that's a much bigger problem.
Oh no. Everything was done in a perfectly legal manner. We simply happened to intercept a handful of data being sent out from an unknown origin.
Ooh, now she's really trying to scare us. Did you hear that, my fairy? Serious nightmare fuel.
This is weird. Oh wait, what? I don't know what that does, but let's inspect the case files.
Do you remember the homicides that took place in Le Carré, Louisiana in 2005?
We solved that case.
Your report states the following. By coincidence, you encountered a serious incident in a town you visited while on vacation. You then decided to steal the right to investigate from the local law enforcement and took over the case. After several more homicides, you managed to apprehend the perpetrator.
Are you saying thank you?
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what happened. We stole the right to investigate from them, just as you said.
It all started when the body of a 16-year-old girl was discovered. You arrived in Le Carré immediately after that, didn't you?
We just can't seem to keep ourselves away from dead girls.
Did you really visit that town just to take a vacation?
Maybe?
We don't know. If you already have the report, then we suggest you read it, Belle. Either way, that case is closed.
Closed. You sure about that?
Oh.
Don't you think this puzzle is still missing some crucial pieces?
Come on. No need to beat around the bush with us, Belle.
Oh, that was that noise. I was like, what is that noise?
They found Lise Clarkson's body.
Oh, that's her body.
It was hidden deep within the Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold storage warehouse.
After 14 years, we finally discovered the body of the very first victim. Do you know what this means?
It's opened again.
That's why we're here. The first victim in the case he solved, Lise Clarkson. This is a photograph of what she looks like now. How will he react when he sees it?
Yeah, this doesn't do anything for me. I don't know what it is, but let's look at the...
The body that went missing for 14 years was suddenly discovered frozen in a warehouse. This is some kind of message from the victim to us.
Okay.
We're pleased that her body turned up.
Finally.
Deeply pleased.
You claim to have closed this case, but now a lost body suddenly surfaced. Aren't you curious about the details?
A little.
Body or not, we already solved that case. Lisa's body can't change anything now. And it certainly has nothing to do with us.
I suspect the body was stored there rather than abandoned, due to the unnatural state it was found in.
You mean chopped up?
She was found frozen in a storage unit. Therefore, she looks exactly the same as she did when she disappeared. In fact, she's in such good condition that we can even determine the murder weapon and cause of death.
Okay.
Well, good for you.
Even stranger is how unbelievably beautiful she looks.
Okay, where are we going with this, Davis?
At first glance, few would guess she was a murder victim at all.
What? She's chopped in fucking pieces! You don't think that she... Okay.
She looks more like a piece of art, or a mythological figure from a painting.
Okay, I'll give you credit for that.
This keeps getting better and better.
Better and better?
Isn't that right, my fairy?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of roped into this. Let's do it.
A corpse as beautiful as a goddess. Sounds just like our story.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
That went okay. Now I'm sure that Morgan's hiding something.
Okay.
I may be able to get what I want if we go deeper into the documents.
Okay. This is so weird, playing both sides of the story. Let's go into this.
The person who originally admitted this report was his superior, Robert Abrahams,
Who I don't think we've ever met.
current chief of the Boston branch. According to Chief Abrahams, Morgan's got his own modus operandi. It's not something that others should interfere with. Well, Chief, look what that's gotten us into now.
Are they punishing him for solving a case that reopened? I'm very confused, but sure.
Isn't there someone else you should have talked to before coming to us? Such as...
We were unable to reach Patricia Clarkson.
Lagas.
You look surprised. I thought you already knew. After all, you visited Louisiana last week. We assumed you met with her during your time there.
Oh.
We haven't been to Louisiana. Not in 14 years.
Oh.
Is that so?
We've been right here in our apartment this entire time. That man is our witness. Aren't you, Simon?
Oh.
He's right. He didn't even take a single step outside on Christmas Eve. Which means that I didn't get to either.
Are you positive about that?
But we just confirmed that he was...
I took the liberty of checking some airline records. Last Friday, the name Billy Bishop was listed on a morning flight out of Boston. This is the fake name you used to use as an agent, isn't it?
How do you know someone else didn't pose as us?
A mere coincidence.
Ratman. In the top left.
Yet that's not all. That evening on the same day, a man with a large scar on his forehead allegedly purchased an '89 Cadillac from a small used car lot in Le Carré. He reportedly
Le
said he
Carré.
wanted something old, big, and strong.
Le Carré, okay.
The owner of the car lot felt it was a strange order, so it stuck in his mind.
Our world is filled with mysteries, and they always have the most bizarre timing.
Incidentally, on the following day, an identical Cadillac was taken to a scrapyard in Trenton.
Which is New Jersey.
Trenton, New Jersey.
Yes. See? I know my geography!
You can find that type of car anywhere. Isn't that right, my fairy?
I don't know. I don't know anything about cars, dude. I'm glad you thought it was funny. Okay.
He didn't so much as twitch when he saw the picture of the body.
He's been through so much, dude.
He's even tougher than the rumors made him out to be.
Of course.
But I was prepared for that. And if my hunch is right, he's deeply intertwined with this case. Far deeper than what my superiors think.
Oh, okay. Sure.
You may be wondering why we decided to unearth all these old files.
Everything happens for a reason.
The moment Lise Clarkson's body was found, we did the best we could to start our own local investigation. But there wasn't much we could actually investigate due to the damage caused by the hurricane.
Not the hurricane.
Then we assume you also questioned everyone who worked in the warehouse.
Of course. We questioned all the Clarkson Food Delivery Services employees who staffed the warehouse and its owner, but we still have yet to obtain any key testimonies.
Par for the course with a 14-year-old case, if you ask me.
Not to mention how bad the timing was. Most of the employees were on vacation.
Why most of them? That's really weird. Why would most of the employees be on vacation? How many people work there?
So, you gave up on the investigation and came to see us instead. Remember what happened, my fairy?
For what?
That warehouse. That man. So incoherent. Such a pain.
The warehouse. Trying to remember from the first game. I mean, there were many warehouse things.
Hey, are you talking about the guy who managed the vault where Lisa's body was found?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think he started working there in 2005. Remember, Aaliyah? You said he was a pain to deal with, too.
I feel like Simon is on our side and
A
not
large man, yes?
Davis.
No need to answer. If you don't want to. I'm sure you've already put him under surveillance. Textbook FBI protocol.
Morgan's right. Everything happens for a reason. Even this messy room. There must be a reason for it. Especially when it comes to those strangely tidy spots. They're practically begging me to question them.
Honey, this is an organized mess, let me tell you.
DVDs are all over the place. I know that he's a shut-in, but this still seems like way too many for one person.
Maybe he likes collecting.
And I've never heard of any of these titles before.
You've never heard of Ratman? Or Paris, New York? Or Low Sky? Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. The strangely clean spot.
This room's a total mess. But certain spots look perfectly clean.
Like, was a pizza there?
Is it just a coincidence?
Slice of pizza?
No. There are no coincidences with this man.
Slice of pizza. Empty box.
Holly MVA supplements.
Oh, for his treatments?
And a home IV kit. It's probably filled with highly concentrated vitamin C.
Also, that's really uncomfortable to sit next to all of those, like, things.
He said that being on the verge of death is intriguing. But then why does he have such an elaborate home medical care setup?
Well, because dying and just suffering are two different things, Davis.
How does he truly feel?
I mean, he's high. He feels great right now. Let's ask him about the DVDs.
A stinking indulgence. And a massive DVD collection. You must live a very comfortable life.
As comfortable as you
We're
can be
retired,
dying of cancer.
remember?
Retired in your 40s.
He's only in his 40s? Really?
I'm envious.
But who doesn't love movies, Belle?
I do.
I'm not a fan.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, that won't do.
I agree.
You should dedicate all the free time you have to watching movies. It's practically an unwritten law.
Alright, so Francis, Zack, Morgan, and I are gonna Netflix and chill for like the next 15 years of our lives.
Films guide us.
And killers imitate films.
Films are filled with every important life lesson there is.
Is that so?
For example, They Live, 1988, directed by John Carpenter. That film taught us a valuable lesson. Always put on your sunglasses before a fight.
That is a valuable lesson.
You know, you got a point.
I like Simon.
Movies teach us about everything we need to know.
Mm-hmm.
I learned about the right way to eat frozen pizza from Cobra. It's one of Stallone's best films. Before that, I wouldn't be caught dead trying to eat frozen pizza. I thought it wasn't fit for human consumption. But that film changed my life.
Simon, that has nothing to do with the film. You're just talking about pizza.
It's like, Simon, don't do that. Alright, so what happens if we hold L? Okay, so let's inspect.
Mr. Morgan, I found several spots in this room that look strangely clean. Did you tidy up a bit because you knew we were coming?
Yeah, I ate that pizza.
Those are sanctuaries. They've existed from the start.
Sanctuaries.
That's right. Sacred places. Hovels for pure souls, if you will.
Were there originally objects in those hovels? Something you didn't want us to see?
Yeah, my pizza.
The soul's still there. We haven't touched a thing. But we know you can't see anything. Hey, Simon, don't touch the sanctuary.
Oh. Oh.
Sorry.
That's a sanctuary. Don't ever touch it again. You've been watching us for 4.5 years, and you couldn't even figure that much out?
My bad. It's my first time actually coming inside, you know.
You're earning far more than you deserve, then. What were you doing all day in that black Suburban? We thought wiretapping was your specialty. Don't tell me. Crossword puzzles. What do you think, my fairy?
Jacking off.
4.5 years. All that time, and what does he have to show for it?
Crossword puzzles? No way. Come on, I thought you knew.
Video games?
I'm a Sudoku guy.
Oh, Sudoku.
Agent Jones.
Davis is like, I hate both of you.
Oh, right.
He's completely taken control of the conversation. At this rate, we'll never get anywhere. I need to press him some more.
Rummaging Simon.
Agent Jones. The briefcase isn't even that big. How long does he intend to keep that up? Does he have pizza menus stuffed inside there or something?
Oh, come on, give him credit. I don't want to use my last vision, so I guess we'll just inspect Simon.
Agent Jones, did you find the files?
Oh, Greenvale! We remember Greenvale! Presiding Agent Francis Z. Morgan. But what about York Morgan? I'm so confused.
Mr. Morgan, do you recognize these files?
Oh no. Oh no!
Whoa.
The sanctuary!
Ow!
We told you. That's a sanctuary.
Let him go! Assaulting an FBI agent is an obstruction of
told you.
justice.
We told you. Go. Stay back. Stay back. Sanctuary. Down. Surrounded.
What?
Ah! 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 Yeah.
Mr. Morgan?
What happened to her finger? What?
I cut my finger with that can opener this morning.
Oh.
I thought I stopped the bleeding, but it seeped through.
Uh-oh.
How could I be so stupid?
What is happening?
Everything should be fine now. I'm sorry for being so careless. I made sure to read through your file and learn about your condition. The color red. Such an unusual thing to fear.
Oh. I don't remember him fearing the color red.
Please, accept my deepest apologies.
I'm sorry too, Morgan. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll never touch one of your sanctuaries ever again.
You better not.
And no more red, either.
Don't ever touch one again. I told them not to. Why would they do that? Make them go away.
Oh boy.
Sanctuaries.
Now, may we return to our discussion?
Don't worry. I won't let them touch you again. I'll keep them away from us.
Strangely enough, this man has a fear of the color red. And I believe that fear is connected to the Greenvale case.
Oh, we can... Oh, another strangely clean spot.
Here's another empty space.
It's a triangle. They're all triangles.
What does the word sanctuary really mean to him?
Pizza.
Hovels for pure souls.
Pepperoni. Stuffed crust. Heavy-duty paper shredder.
Soon after Agent Jones started monitoring him, he was ordered to go through Morgan's trash. But he didn't find anything. Morgan used this machine to cut up everything, from his mail to his supermarket receipts. Then he even went as far as taking out his trash in parts.
Okay. And the Greenvale case. What happens if we... Let's try.
The files on the serial killings that shocked Washington State in 2010, officially titled the Greenvale case. I never thought I'd take out files from a case I first heard about on the news.
Yeah, Greenvale was the place that we visited in the first game, I believe. Let's ask about the heavy-duty paper shredder.
This is a very large shredder. Is there something you don't want people finding out about?
Yeah, my CVS receipts.
Good question. But we never know when some curious civil servants may come and sift through our trash now, do we?
You're already retired. What are you so worried about?
It's just a simple habit. From back when we were still on duty. Didn't they bang that into your head when you were up in Quantico? Some habits are hard to break, no matter how hard you try.
Okay. The clean spot.
Could you tell me what exactly the word sanctuary means to you?
Sanctuaries are sanctuaries. Nothing more and nothing less.
Places to protect and possibly... I don't know, honestly.
That doesn't explain anything.
Why do you wish to know?
Just curious.
Belle. You're a much ruder person than you initially seemed to be.
I agree.
Don't you agree, my fairy?
Yup.
What do our sanctuaries have to do with the investigation?
It's just her wanting to know what the fuck's up with you.
If you're out of questions, then how about just going home?
Hey, mind if I jump in here?
What is it, Simon? We hope you've got a real question for us.
Well, actually, I'm also a little curious myself. No one's supposed to touch any sanctuary, right?
That's what we said.
What about you, though? You can't even touch them yourself? Are there any extenuating circumstances?
What are you getting at?
I mean, I doubt if any of this really matters, but if no one can touch the sanctuaries, then how do you clean them?
Did you look at the super clean triangular spots? It doesn't look like they need to be cleaned. He has no answer. Alright, so let's just,
The files on the serial killings that shocked Washington State in 2010, officially titled the Greenvale case. I never thought I'd take out files from a case.
Okay, wait, that's the same. We just did that, but I didn't remember. So here we go.
Mr. Morgan, I'd like to ask you some questions about this case now.
Finally.
We don't want to remember that town.
Oh, something... Is that what caused all of this shit with you?
I'm sorry, but there's no way around this. I remember hearing about this case on the news when I was still a student. A high school girl named Anna Graham was murdered and the FBI stepped in to take over the case. I also remember it becoming a sprawled investigation due to evidence found in the victim's throat. Is that correct?
Yep.
After that case, you went on sick leave for 2 years.
Oh.
And when you returned, you requested to be switched over to desk work.
Oh.
What happened?
Damn. It really fucked
That's
us up.
a private matter. None of your business, Bill.
Were you traumatized? It's a common problem with prolific agents such as yourself. But there's another possibility that may make more sense. Perhaps you simply finished making preparations.
For what? For what?
What are you getting at?
Thinking too much about something will always turn it into a problem. The Greenvale case. Don't you think it resembles the Luke Carre case?
Oh.
Read the report. We have nothing else to say.
I just need one more push.
Uh-oh.
One more thing that can summon up the past.
Oh. Honeycomb in a jar.
A jar of honey with honeycomb inside it. There's nothing strange about it, but it still gives me a weird feeling.
Okay, well that's a personal preference, but...
Looks like another old antique. He collects milk cartons but treats valuable antiques like trash. What's going on in his head?
Picture of a leaf.
A picture of a leaf. This isn't just a picture of any leaf. It's the most important leaf.
It's the ones that were in the case.
The belief in truth. Begins with the doubt of all truths in which one has previously believed. It's time to get down to business.
Okay. Let's ask about the honeycomb in a jar.
That's royal jelly.
Huh?
You were staring at the jar, weren't you? Do you find it strange that there's honeycomb inside? We wanted to harvest royal jelly in its most natural state. The queen's main food source, created from the worker bee's secretions. It's a perfect food, filled with power, meant to fuel the birth of the next queen. By absorbing it into our own bodies, we too can acquire that power. Incidentally, did you know that all the worker bees are female?
I actually did.
No.
Guess they didn't teach you that at Quantico. Male bees are only born to inseminate, and they're born from unfertilized eggs to boot. They have short lives and don't even get stingers.
Oh, so women, well, females are always pissed off. It makes sense.
Sort of feels like a glimpse into the future of our society, wouldn't you agree? Women are gifted with the power to conceive, give birth, and nourish their children. But men are consumed with the job of providing women with the chance to do so.
Interesting.
If women no longer had to rely on men for the seeds of life, they would soon cease to desire them, we believe.
It's pretty accurate, I'd say.
Be careful, Simon.
Huh? Of what?
Simon, it went right over your head.
Your Belle's already stolen the reins from you.
Okay, so clock and trash.
The silver clock in that trash pile.
That's right. John Harrison's 5th chronometer, completed in 1770.
Broken.
After many years, he completed it and presented it to the Board of Longitude in order to end their feud with him. That's only a replica, of course.
You like clocks?
Clocks are amazing. Prime fruit of the human race's intellect. We took the invisible idea of time and manifested it in these.
That's a weird way of looking at it, but I getcha.
Yeah, I love clocks too. Absolutely fascinating.
I disagree.
Oh? Why?
Time is valuable precisely because it can't be seen. Yet nowadays people can't tell what time it is unless it's measured in numbers. Talk about idiocy. I don't mean to side with the Board of Longitude, but remember, humans used to cross oceans with the stars alone.
God, she's just like a natural stubborn bitch, isn't she?
We have our eyes to read moon charts and study the sky. We don't need clocks.
What if it's cloudy or storming?
All you need is courage and a love for adventure.
Is that what you have right now?
Hear that, my fairy?
Yep.
Courage and a love for adventure? Come on, Belle. Surely you know how many lives have been claimed by your pals' courage and adventure.
Hey, hold on a second here. That Board of Longitude thing. What the heck is that? I mean, I've heard of it before. I'm an FBI analyst, remember? I just sort of can't remember it right now. I know what it is, really. I'm telling the truth. Come on, Aaliyah, back me up here. Aaliyah?
Alright, let's present the obvious.
Mr. Morgan, please look at this.
What did we just say?
No boy.
We don't want to remember Greenvale.
This isn't a photo from Greenvale. Look closely at it. Former Special Agent Francis Zack Morgan.
Why is it getting brighter?
This photograph predates Greenvale. It's from the Lucare case you worked on in 2005.
Red tree. Red tree.
Yes, a red tree. Greenvale wasn't the first place you saw one of these. The Greenvale case and the Lise Clarkson murder case. They're connected by these red trees.
Oh no, is it the same killer?
Aren't they?
Red trees.
Answer me. What are these trees?
Red trees. Figured it out. Yes. Smarter than we thought.
I want the truth. Tell me everything you know.
The red trees. You really did your homework. Well done, Belle. You're good. Damn good.
Oh boy.
Are you ready to talk now? I want to know what went down in Le Carré in 2005.
Fine. We'll tell you. We'll tell you what happened in that town. Yes. It was that red tree. That red tree ruined my life. It was a sultry summer day. The sun comes down hard on you in the south, like a torrential downpour of demonic whispers. It all started back in that sweltering summer. We still had our best friend with us back then. The other me. My better half.
Interesting. Toy Box presents.
Never a choice. When somebody needs you, you can't turn away. You're their only lifeline, just a hero, a bullet for hire, working alone. Always a voice, a cry in the darkness, an echo of pain that's been long forgotten, but it haunts me, my destiny to be alone. There's a time when you see life for what it's gotta be. You should know they'll destroy you. They'll call to me to keep searching, walk alone.
Well, I was jamming out to that. I don't know about all of you, but that was fun. That was so much fun. Red tree.
Zack.
Oh, now we got Francis York Morgan. What the fuck?
Zack,
Yes?
can you hear me, Zack?
Yes. Yes. I'm trying to answer. Hello? Yes? What am I doing? I'm pushing buttons. Nothing's working. Oh. I don't know what I did, but I answered.
There you are, Zack.
I'm here.
Sleeping again?
No.
Well, rise and shine. It's time for us to head back out into the chaos.
Yippee!
Isn't that right, Zack?
Sure. Deadly Premonition 2. A blessing in disguise. "2005 summer. I just graduated high school." Le Car, Louisiana. Or is it Lucare? Lucare? What the hell does he have? A hook? Oh. Oh, we're still reading tea leaves?
Zack, it looks like she wants us to join her for breakfast. Perhaps this town's finally starting to warm up to us.
Is that oh, that's not a worm. That's like a hook or a bait or something. Look at us. Francis York Morgan.
Look at that, Zack. She's welcoming us with open arms.
Why, thank you, Mrs. Robin.
She's even willing to share that tasty morsel with us. What an honor.
Agreed.
Hurry up and chow down, mister. Unless you like your breakfast stale.
Oh, our chef.
What an amazing place. I've been on top of the moon since the moment I got here. And the name of this wonderful town, Le Carré.
Le Carré.
Sounds like French to me. But what does it mean?
So I was pronouncing it right.
I'm the chef, David.
Chef David.
If you want to know about the town, you'd better ask the concierge. Only amateur chefs flap their gums about stuff that ain't food related.
Fair enough. David Jawara, chef. Chef David.
Did you hear that, Zack? He's a true professional.
You say something, mister?
No, we're good.
No, not to you. I was just talking to Zack.
Zack?
Please don't ask me about Zack. It's a private matter.
If you say so, still. Never thought the FBI would ever come out to a little old town like ours.
I do work for the FBI, but I didn't come here for an investigation. I just happened to stop by on my way to New Orleans.
Never thought there'd be a murder out here either. And it was a 16-year-old kid. Now I tell you, this country's seen better days. What you reckon, mister?
Zack, he's definitely a professional, but it seems like he's also a bit lonesome. That's good. Ambivalence exists everywhere.
Folks say the killer used an axe.
Oh.
Hell of an old-fashioned choice, if you ask
Oh
me.
man, the raincoat killer? He's back?
Actually, Chef David, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the incident.
Ooh.
But shoot, I ain't the one you ought to be asking, Mr. FBI.
Well, you just started talking
only
about
heard
something
what
other
I
than
heard.
food.
But seeing as you're fixing to grill me, I can tell you what I know.
Please do. I appreciate it.
Oh, we get to choose. What do you know about the victim? Where's the Clarkson's house? What's the local law enforcement doing? What do you know about the victim?
You said the victim was a 16-year-old. Did you know her?
Well, sure. I reckon the whole town did.
Meaning?
Did she sleep around, or?
She's Lise Clarkson, the little grandbaby of the Clarkson family.
Okay.
The Clarkson family?
That's right. You ain't seen they sign on your way in here? The one above that huge cold storage complex. Should have had a dragonfly on it. Anyway, that's the Clarkson family seat. They own most of the land around here, from the sugar plantations right down to the food processing plant.
Okay.
Yeah, I reckon they got a stake in just about everything.
So they're well known.
They even own the water tower on the edge of town, you know?
Very well known.
They're the ones who built up this town, and they still support it.
Okay, what do you know about New Orleans?
Live and Let Die, Angel Heart, and The Pelican Brief, right? 9 out of 10 people will name those titles when you ask them to think of a film set in New Orleans. They're all excellent movies, but to me they lack realism. Due to my line of work, I have a tendency to think deeply about what feels real and what doesn't.
What's your point?
Cat People. That's my point. Cat People.
What?
1982, directed by Paul Schrader.
Never heard of it or saw it.
The crowning achievement of Nastasia Kinski, the ultimate muse of the 80s. The most vital element of that movie is the reality it depicts. Leopards who turn into humans have intercourse with humans and turn back into leopards.
What?
Then they can only turn back into humans again if they mutilate their lovers.
Oh, God.
I was awestruck by the sheer reality of it all.
That sounds freaky.
Understand? I'm talking about hyper-realism.
Sure.
After watching it, I felt like I just had to experience the world of cat people for myself.
Dude, cat people brought you here? I'm scared for you.
That's why I decided to visit New Orleans.
Oh my God. You do not look at a chef and go, you know what? Cats having intercourse with humans, or cat people rather, having intercourse with humans is what brought me to New Orleans. You don't say that.
Okay.
Another vital element of cat people is the presence of Malcolm McDowell.
Okay.
Malcolm McDowell from Blue Thunder. Oh, talk about a masterpiece. Listen carefully, David. Only an amateur would call A Clockwork Orange his best movie. His best movies are Cat People and Blue Thunder. Period.
I don't even know how to react to this, and I love it.
You need to remember this, because it's the truth.
Cat people.
Whatever you say, mister. So, what's your point again?
He's just like fucking weirdo.
Never mind, don't worry about it. I already covered all the important parts.
How did that answer my question? What's the local law enforcement doing?
Is the local law enforcement investigating the case?
Shoot, mister, what you think? Now, I told you this ain't no city. We in the bonafide boondocks here. They got to know how to break up fights and keep folks from killing each other when they pissed you off. They sit down and talk it out with you heart to heart. And when that don't work, they just beat your ass. That's the deep south for you. This murder ain't like that, though. A little kid got killed. A weird way. Like something on a TV show. The sheriff's department ain't never seen nothing like this.
Okay. Where's the Clarksons' house?
What do you know about the Clarksons' house?
Now, I ain't got nothing bad to say, but I'm gonna talk straight to you. You best steer clear of that place. That family ain't just some gang. They're a whole different kind of beast. They folks with real power.
Good or bad power?
Remnants of the good old boys who shaped America in the early days. Especially the head of the family, P.J. Clarkson. He's the kind of monster who goes around eating other monsters. And I'm sure he's on edge now with his granddaughter getting murdered and all. So don't go barging in with that shiny FBI badge of yours and think you'll be safe or nothing. Things are different down here. So if you plan on sticking around, you best remember that.
Okay, everybody does not like FBI down in New Orleans, I guess.
I see. Well, keep that in mind.
Alright. It was a bizarre murder?
When you say it was like something from a TV show, what exactly do you mean?
Hey, mister, why do you look so excited, huh? Like a kid asking grandma to read him a fairy tale.
I just can't seem to keep myself away from young women who died in bizarre ways.
Oh boy.
Well, I ain't seen it with my own eyes, but folks say they found the body hanging under a bridge on the bayou. And under that bridge, there was some kind of altar.
An altar?
Like something they use in black magic. Something horrible.
Voodoo?
Nah, wasn't nothing like that. Just a weird altar.
Weird altar, huh?
That's all?
Oh, and the body was all cut up in pieces. Scattered around the altar like.
So she was sacrificed.
That's what the fella who discovered her said, yeah.
Bingo, Zack. This case has got our names all over it.
Yep. How do I get around town?
By the way, Mr. FBI, I ain't seen a car in the parking lot. How'd you get all the way out here, huh? Don't tell me you walked.
Well, that's a very good question. Chef David, you've got a sharp eye. It's true that I didn't park my car in your parking lot. Do you know why?
Can't say I do.
Because it was stolen.
What?
Huh?
What?
But you with the FBI, right?
What?
Even FBI cars can be stolen. It could happen after you park your car on the side of the road and go off to do some legwork. When you're eating lunch, when you're watching a movie, when you're asleep at night, when you're buying cigarettes at the local supermarket. Your car can be stolen anywhere. That's precisely what it means to be an FBI agent.
What?
In my case, my car was stolen while I was on my way down here. But no need to worry. I already reported it to the local authorities. And I've also already acquired another mode of transportation.
Another mode?
Want to hear the details?
Not really. But I'll listen if you want me to.
Then please do. After I finished my work in Houston, I flew to New Orleans. Then, I rented a car at the airport. Whenever I visit the West Coast, I always rent a convertible, especially in California. But now I'm in hot and sticky Louisiana. So, I decided on a brand new hybrid car with a fully equipped air conditioning system.
A hybrid car?
Oh yes, they're marvelous. Vehicles that utterly defy everything you think you know about cars. Now, in the year 2005, it feels like we've finally entered the 21st century. Stomp down on the gas all you want. The engine won't make a sound.
It's silent?
At first, I felt like the landscape was moving past me on its own. Give it a few more years, and I'm sure we'll start seeing cars that run purely on electricity.
A lot more than a few years, sir.
Who knows? In a decade or so, electric sports cars may end up lining the parking lots of Silicon Valley. I can see it now. It's the world of The Last Starfighter, 1984, directed by Nick Castle. It's famous for being the first film to utilize realistic CG, but I couldn't care less about that.
That's, cinematronic graphics? Cinema graphics? Utilize realistic cinema graphics?
See, I was mesmerized by the beautifully refined mech designs. It even made me wish that I could be one of them myself, especially the Gunstar spacecraft. No other sci-fi movie has ever had.
So, yeah, where'd your hybrid car get stolen?
Yeah, right? Like, get down to the point.
Sorry, I got off topic. I noticed it was missing after I finished my lunch and walked out of the diner. Incidentally, this diner was located at the entrance to a small town just south off the I-10. I went out to get back in it, but my hybrid car was nowhere to be found. I remembered exactly where I parked it, right between a blue pickup truck and a hedgerow. But when I came back from lunch, it had completely vanished. In short, someone stole it, and in its place, they left me this.
What?
Are you kidding me? We have a skateboard. They gave us a fucking skateboard.
A skateboard.
A skateboard?
Yes. While I was sliding my lunch into my stomach, someone was busy replacing my brand new hybrid car with a wooden board attached to 4 wheels. Remarkable, don't you think?
So then how did you get here?
On the
By
skateboard?
riding the skateboard, obviously. Why do you look so surprised?
I just imagined him on the highway on a fucking skateboard. And it makes me so freaking happy.
No, I couldn't ride the board very well at first. But by the time I hit the 3-mile mark, I'd more or less gotten the hang of it. By the 10-mile mark, I'd even learned to do a few tricks.
Oh boy.
It was a journey of self-discovery. Not even I knew I had this latent talent sleeping inside me.
This summer's gonna be another hot one. It's supposed to get over 95 today.
He just changes the topic. He's like, okay then, so it's gonna be hot today?
Watch out you don't go getting heat stroke.
The Lise Clarkson case needs us. Don't you think so, Zack? The cat people are what guided us to New Orleans.
The skateboard is what brought me here.
We should be thanking Malcolm McDowell. Once we get home, let's watch Blue Thunder again. I'm already looking forward to it. Aren't you, Zack?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The searing light. The scents. It's the deep south. That was a fabulous breakfast. You're the world's greatest chef.
But we didn't eat it.
Wait, mister. You didn't take a single bite.
Yeah.
Well, the tea was to die for.
Oh, God.
But I'd prefer coffee next time. What would a morning be without coffee?
I'm also questioning the giant pineapple on the table, but I think we have other things to worry about. Oh my God. Cat people. Now I kind of want to watch Cat People and figure out what the fuck that's about and see if it's an actual movie. Is that an actual movie? Let me Google it real quick. Cat People. It is a real movie. Oh my God. He's right. Quests updated. Holy crap. Damn. Alright, well that's a real movie then, so everybody go watch Cat People, I guess. Okay, so... return to York's room and review the case. Okay. Goal is... oh, we're at Casa Pineapple. That's why we had a pineapple on the thing. Okay. So let's talk to people. I can't talk to people. Oh, that's a tutorial. Red room. Plus allows you to enter the red room. Inside you can access the following. Journal contains info on quests. Inventory, use or discard items. Map, check the map. Config, change control or change options, controller settings. Title screen, return to the title screen. Album, check your Fleur de Lis albums. Guidebook, review a list of tutorials. Data, check your stats and items. And link board, check the link board. Okay, so plus brings us there. Oh. Let's view our quest details. When you're not sure about what to do next, use this menu to check up on quest details. Main quests are displayed in the quest tree, while side quests and free quests appear in a list. WIP is quest in progress. Clear is completed quest. You can switch quest categories with L and R. Okay. Oh. Okay. Inventory? In the inventory menu, you can use and discard items. You can only carry up to 30 different items to start, but your inventory can be expanded with a special item. Choose an item, then either use it with A or discard it with X. Any item you discard will be lost forever. Good to know. So we have rubber bullets. We have a small first aid kit. We have a couple small first aid kits. We have a cola. Restores concentration and alleviates drowsiness. Oh, so we still have the whole sleep thing in this game. Cigarettes. That can help pass time. Lollipops, which kind of help fill our hunger. Okay. So that's good to know. Journal, inventory. So that's... oh, we have antidote. Antinum. Oh, we got band-aids. Rubber bullets. We have coffee, and lollipops, and cookies. Okay. Key items. Skateboard. York's beloved ride. It's definitely faster than walking, that's for sure. My God. It's also 9 a.m. on Monday. Okay, well... oh, there we go. So config, title screen, and guidebook. So I guess we could just see if we could talk to people. I don't think we can. Alright, so it looks like only certain people and things are able to be interacted with. There's a plant there. I can't walk around that. Just making sure that I didn't forget anything. You know, I have read briefly in reviews that people complain about the look and aesthetic of this game, but honestly, if you've never played a Deadly Premonition game, then I don't know what you were expecting. I kind of like the fact that this game looks like it's still from PlayStation 3 era. Like, graphics have nothing to do with it. I love the look of it. Am I in my pajamas? Okay, to go down the stairs. And then, okay. Right there, 203. Okay. Is there... Can we look at stuff? That looks like an elephant. Okay, so that is La Anna's restaurant. Ooh. Is that a Coke machine? Let me check it out. See if we can do anything with it. Ooh, I can buy stuff. Can buy root beer, cola, or coffee. And coffee with milk. Okay. Well, that's good to know. If I need health, I can buy that. Alright. What is this supposed to be? A TV? Glass case? I don't know. Alright. Oh, there's a red mark there. Can't talk to you. Oh, that's our apartment thing. Yeah. Okay, we can buy from there. We cannot go down the stairs yet. Ooh, there's like... I don't know what these are. Masks or something? Are these cat people? No, I don't know. Can I go the other way? Oh, it's a mirror. Oh. Hey, at least we have a mirror. I think that's more than we got in the first game, and we definitely can't go down here yet. Okay. The freaky faces. Alright, let's just go back to our room. Oh, we got dressed. So we were in pajamas. Amazing.
Sang Rouge. We're chasing it all over America. But I feel like we're finally on the verge of finding something now. Don't you, Zack?
I guess.
I think it's about time we ordered a new briefcase.
Ooh.
Yes, I know this one carries a lot of memories, but it's seen too much. This hole's from the shootout in Tucson. And this stains from Miami. Miami. Now that was a fascinating case. Billy, our perp, cut his own torso right in two.
Oh,
even
God.
with the help of the drugs. A feat like that still requires incredible mental fortitude.
I would say so.
I was so impressed that I forgot I'd left my briefcase on the floor. Same floor his blood gushed out onto.
Oh.
I know, Zack, I know. Now isn't the time for a trip down memory lane.
But I want to hear your memories. Evidence organization start. St. Rouge.
An emergent drug that's been on the rise in 4 southern states. Personally, I think it originated right here in Louisiana, and Lise Clarkson's murder must be connected to it somehow.
Okay. Lise Clarkson.
The 16-year-old girl who was murdered. Her body was found beneath a bridge over the bayou, along with a strange altar
PJ Clarkson, which is the grandfather?
The powerful man who essentially controls the town of Lucare. And he seems to be more fearsome than your average gangster. I doubt he'll be willing to cooperate with any law enforcement, Zack.
Evidence organized. Oh, so we're using the wall and we're tacking everything. Okay, I getcha. So we completed our objective.
You know, I keep thinking about that movie we stopped to see on our way here, Zack.
What, Cat People?
The Island.
Oh.
2005, directed by Michael Bay. For a movie being shown at a cinema complex, it was surprisingly artistic. An experimental setting mixed with hard-hitting drama. It was art house sci-fi. That director's going to change the history of art house films. Are you following me here?
Sure.
This is another special film that's setting a new standard, just like Star Wars and Blade Runner did. This is a turning point, Zack. You may be witnessing the birth of a vital new word that will soon become a part of film history. Yes, this single movie may be responsible for creating a whole new genre several years down the line, a genre known as island movies. I sure like the sound of that. Don't you, Zack?
Except we went through a whole genre of zombie movies. I don't think we went through island movies, but okay. Oh, someone at the door? Answer the door. Well, we are going to answer the door next time, after everything has been, yeah. I don't really know how to pause. I guess that's as much of a pause as we're going to get. So, yeah, we're going to answer the door next time. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Stay safe. See you in the next part. Bye-bye.